production of electricity in this country, and the different sources. I think nuclear is exactly where we should be putting our resources, our innovation, and our time to enhance that. Recently, leading a trip to South America, you see where the CCP and their influence is everywhere. It's in Africa. I think my first question, I'm just going to start with Mr. Dorman. How far behind are we when it comes to exporting our technology, getting nuclear technology to other countries? How far behind the CCP are we?
I'm not sure I have a good measure for that. I think they clearly have an agenda to get into all parts of the world and have an influence. We have recently had the agreements in Poland, and they're planning to build U.S. technology. I think we are seeing from our regulatory counterparts a high degree of interest in U.S. technology and support from the NRC to enable them to be ready to license those.
One of the issues, we recently passed legislation about the NEPA process. Can you tell me how the NRC is going to implement those changes to reduce the timelines and to get to a realistic timeline for impact statements or analyses?
Yes, thank you, Congressman. So we're digesting that legislation, but we have a number of similar initiatives ongoing to reduce the magnitude of the documentation that we produce in our NEPA process, to reduce our costs and time in producing the sound decisions consistent with NEPA. There are a number of other areas that we're focused on. I think that's probably, if we can get standard reactors, I think that NEPA process is going to be the area that will be most important for gaining efficiencies. So, but in terms of your specific legislation, we're still analyzing that.
I use the term moving at the speed of relevancy, and we need the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to move at the speed of relevancy in order to not just get to an export, that was my first question, but also to domestically produce. And can either of you tell me how much percentage-wise, how much electricity is produced annually from nuclear power?
In the U.S., about 20% of the electricity is from nuclear.
You guys are the first ones that have had a clue about electricity source generation. And Dr. Goff, you mentioned something about a carbon-free electrical grid.
Well, friends, I have important news to share with you today. President Biden's proposed Social Security changes may lead to unintentional consequences for the United States economy. There are at least 4 key adjustments that may be made to Social Security, and this would affect monthly benefit amounts and eligibility requirements. But a group of economists believe that these changes would also hamper economic growth. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway every Friday. My dear friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Remember, friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Social Security benefits constitute a vital finance base for most Americans during their retirement years. Surveys spanning over 2 decades demonstrate that a substantial portion of current retirees, ranging from 80% to 90%, rely on their monthly Social Security disbursements to defray a portion of their living costs. The preservation of America's foremost retirement program is of utmost importance for the financial stability of the elderly population. Yet reports issued annually for nearly 4 decades by the Social Security Board of Trustees reveal significant fissures emerging in the program's foundation. President Biden contends that he possesses remedies to rectify the issues that is plaguing Social Security. However, a deeper analysis of his proposals unveils unanticipated repercussions for the broader U.S. economy. Since 1985, the Trustees Report has consistently cautioned about an impending long-term funding deficit for Social Security. In simpler terms, the projected revenue collection over the 75-year period subsequent to the report's release is predicted to fall short of covering anticipated expenditures, including benefits and administrative costs. As of 2023, this long-term financial gap has escalated to a staggering $22.4 trillion, and it continues to expand. This financial discrepancy can be attributed to various demographic shifts. With Social Security already experiencing a deficit, the latest Trustees Report warns that the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund, which is responsible for dispersing payments to nearly 50 million retired workers monthly, could deplete its reserve assets by the year 2033. Exhausting the reserves may necessitate significant benefit reductions of up to 23% in 1 decade. President Biden is resolute in his desire to avert such a scenario. Prior to his election in November 2020, then-candidate Biden unveiled a comprehensive proposal involving 4 major alterations to Social Security. So Biden's plan entails reintroducing this tax for earnings exceeding $400,000 a year and establishing a range of exempted income between the maximum taxable earnings cap and $400,000. Biden also proposes substituting the CPIW with a Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which focuses on senior household spending patterns and would likely result in more substantial annual COLAs. Biden suggests elevating the special minimum benefit to 125% of the federal poverty level. Individuals with extended periods of low earnings and at least 30 years of coverage currently receive a maximum benefit of $1,033 per month in 2023. This falls significantly below the federal poverty threshold for an individual, which is set at $1,215 per month. Lastly, Biden's proposal entails gradually raising the primary insurance amount by 1% annually, starting at age 78 and extending to age 82. Several statistical assessments were conducted on Biden's policy proposals during his 2020 presidential campaign. Among these analyses is a Penn Wharton budget model, a research initiative scrutinizing the fiscal impacts of policy changes. In March 2020, nearly 8 months before the election, the analysis presented a detailed appraisal of Biden's recommended Social Security reforms. Biden's proposed modifications to Social Security could also result in unintended ramifications for the United States economy. And according to The Economist, 2 factors would lead to a 0.6% reduction in U.S. gross domestic product by 2030 and a 0.8% decrease by the year 2050. According to experts, the first concern highlighted is that Biden's Social Security overhaul would provide a boost to all beneficiaries. Although the emphasis on augmenting the special minimum benefit and gradually raising the primary insurance amount mostly benefits individuals with minimal or no retirement savings, adopting the CPIE in lieu of the CPIW increases benefits for all recipients. This progressive increase in expected Social Security benefits over time could prompt reduced work hours or earlier retirement, especially for households with substantial retirement savings, and this could adversely affect national productivity. But on the other hand, introducing an income range exempt from the payroll tax and reinstating the tax on high-earning individuals does not offer additional benefits. Without supplementary benefits, these high-earning individuals could potentially work less, defer income, or channel their earnings through small businesses, which are unaffected by the payroll tax. And this would be detrimental to the United States economy. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about Biden's proposal? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. I want you all to know that I greatly appreciate every single one of you. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dear friends, remember, if you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.